XSplit. You can do it. You can chug-a-lug XSplit. Chug-a-lug. Hey, greetings and welcome to Die Drink and Die presents the Grimstone Chronicles. It isn't the Master Puppets. The Grimstone Chronicles, Season 2, Episode 22, 222. I'm your demon host, Marty, joined by the full Ontario crew. How is everyone doing? Let me make their mics a little toastier. Toastier than the Melba toast they were. Alright. I'm feeling weird today, yeah. I'm like, I've had caffeine, but I'm tired, so it's like, oh, these two things are coming to a head. Perfect situation to run a D&D game. Perfect. Don't let good be the enemy of perfect. Yes, alright. No, don't let perfect be the enemy of good. There we go. No, the other way. Anyways, perfect. I'm going to shut up now. How is everyone doing?
What's up, guys?
Perfect is the enemy of good is the normal way.
Yeah.
Anyways, I am fully transitioned into what I'm planning to do for the summer sort of training, and I've got some wind sprints in there, and I've got a little bit more cardio and some more strict lifting. And we'll see how this goes. It feels pretty good. Had my cleats on, ran around. None of my body parts went like, "Hey, my knee shot out my abs." Like, none of that happened, which is good. Like the ankle was all like in a line, right? So we didn't do none of that. So it was good. You know, last week I was pretty down, so on training. Now it feels good again, which is a good thing.
So, for you, buddy. I cut a couple of branches today. I almost passed out from the heat. Granted, I was there for like 3 hours. I come back, I'm just red, and I was like, "You've been out there for a while, huh?" yeah, I guess. Yeah, on my water bucket right here.
Yeah, water good. Consume many fluids.
So I've been losing weight at a faster rate than my wife.
You gotta rub that in.
Well, no. I think she what she did was opening the freezer today, and I found a big box of the frozen eclairs. And nobody in the house likes them but me. So like, trying to even the playing field, huh?
Now, if we're gonna, is that scaled for like size? Like,
what do you mean?
So I weigh 300 pounds, and my wife weighs less than half of that. So when we're
no, I tried
explaining
it. Like, no, your numbers are moving more than mine. I'm like, yes, but
you're bigger.
Almost twice your weight.
Exactly. They should be twice as much.
It should be this way. Yeah.
By adjusting fluid intake, you can adjust your weight. You know,
yeah.
like
right. Well, this is.
I took a cup of water. I took this glass of water. I weighed myself. I said, "Look how much it makes a difference." I took this and I stood up and I weighed it. It was like 0.8 kilos. Like, I'm not saying don't drink water. I'm just saying scales. Drink water. Scales are not true to what your weight should be, or your weight is.
So.
That's way to. Okay, that's a. Well, let my doctor know because she's concerned.
It's the average weight over the day.
Yeah, I say as long as your weight the average over a few days is constantly going down, that's good. Should be.
Or you weigh yourself at the same time every day, like first thing in the morning is basically what I do.
First thing in the morning, but within like a few days, that average should be going down as you.
So I have a varied diet plan over the week, so I don't eat the same thing every day. And
these people with time on their hands.
I'm yeah, pretty much. My phone went beep beep beep, so now I get to stay in the house again. So yeah, I do. No, I move my body weight up and down.
Are they doing alerts to tell you to go back indoors? Oh, it is so annoying.
Well, to remind you that there's another negative effect.
Yeah.
Like they don't just go off randomly. It was at the beginning of it. In case no one was paying attention.
Stay-at-home order is in effect. Only leave home for essential purposes such as food, healthcare, vaccines, exercise at work. It's the law. Stay home, save lives. Learn more at ontario.ca. COVID something.
Okay. All right.
Anyway,
And it's the
oh, that's the part that
it's the same thing. It's that thing where all the phones go. Beep, beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep, beep.
I'll be honest. When mine goes off, I'm like, oh man, another missing kid in Toronto.
Well, this is the thing.
Nowhere
That's what
near
I
me.
thought it was.
Yeah.
It's yeah. There's a whole conversation around that, but no. I am a big guy, but my based off of my carbs and salt and fluid intake and sleep even and how I've trained. I will weigh between 306 and 318 first thing in the morning in a given week. That's the swing within a week based off of food intake. So, yeah. Like, yeah, I had a bunch of pizza and sushi. I weigh a lot the next day.
Yeah, when I eat something like that, my downward curve takes a pew! Welcome back, buddy.
You just give a couple.
Fell
days
off
and
the
all-
wagon, huh?
Well, you give it a couple days and it'll fall back down. It's just
Yeah,
transient.
do that once a week. You end up going nowhere.
That's true.
Ah, yeah.
This just reminded me I've got some glazed cinnamon rolls that I want to eat. So, excuse me, I'll be right back.
That's a guy with not enough time on his hands.
want to eat. Nice.
There we go.
This is a sack of rice cakes.
There we
This bag of rice cakes.
Are they flavored? Or are you just gonna punish yourself?
Does it matter? There's a chocolate-covered turd. Enjoy.
They have. They do have some sugar on them. This whole bag is 100 calories, so not a lot.
So they charge you a lot because it's gonna by reducing the amount of product they put in, they're charging you more because it's healthier for you.
I'm a yuppie dum dum. This is like $6 for the full bag of this thing. It's like per calorie, it's like 100 times more expensive than chips.
Welcome to. Well, I won't name the store because but you all know who I'm talking about.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Burns you every time you go
Alright,
in.
So Ahmed cut some sticks. Adam's working out. Mark, what's going on with you?
He's eating cinnamon rolls.
He's eating cinnamon rolls,
Old and
drinking
Awesome.
Pepsi.
Awesome. All is right with the universe, apparently. Why don't we do a recap of what happened last game? The more you know. The party travels back to Overlook to find the denizens celebrating their victory at Bordrin's Watch against the resurgent horde of the Red Hand of Doom. The party is summoned by Commander Ironfell to for their debriefing. Thogrim receives honorary fellowship at the College of War. The Steelrose Expeditionary League is honored by the leaders of Overlook for their bravery at the Monastery, the Vents, and the Nexus, which we'll do a quick scene for tonight. Thogrim crafts many iron stones, one for each member of the League. Sunny familiarizes himself with shadow magics. Barnabus performs divinations upon the dead rune giant, and the strange bronze key captured from the Shatterkai sorceress. I think we still have a few downtime moments, but I'm going to do the scene where at Care Overlook, which is the seat of government in Overlook itself, many heroes of the recent campaign against the Red Hand of Doom have gathered in their finest to receive medals from the government. And give me a second. I think we created a little sheet that describes medals for the Imperium. Given that Overlook is a subsidiary state of the Imperium, or at least Elsir Vale is. It's a protectorate. Where do we put those, Adam?
I'm looking for
They are in
training.
I think they're in the world building section. Give me a sec. I think I have a copy in.
They're in the correspondence and divinations, I think.
Yes. Charter of the Steel. No. Imperial Legion's ranks and decorations.
Okay. And I'm going to say, I'm going to add something else. Table to the right. But I'm going to add decorations for Elseer Vale. Which you cannot read when it's that small. All right. You guys are going to receive what is called a it's an award that is similar to a campaign award given to those that are in the military, and it's called Servant of the Great Defense of Overlook, and it is a beard ring, which you can wear as a non-magical normal ring. It's effectively a masterwork item.
So does Thogrim have 3 now?
Yes.
Okay.
You've got 2 decorations, basically.
Got
So I'm just going to paste this once in the treasure sheet. Decorations. Servant of the Great Defense of Overlook. It's a beard ring, but it's also Imperial recognized. And the power of this is a +2 circumstance or competence. Circumstance bonus to charisma based checks when dealing with people of Overlook.
+2 circumstance.
Because it's got sort of a dwarvish thing to it, or any of the dwarven realms within the Elseer Vale. So it's a recognition for not just a single battle, but for your battles at the monastery, between the monastery and the vents, the battle at the Nexus, and then actually closing off the Nexus. This happens outside of Care Overlook, and there are a lot of people that are there, and I kind of gathered some of the important NPCs or others that you may that are watching as you receive these medals. You're not the only ones this day that receive medals. There are a lot of medals that are given out to people that were along Bordrin's watch that did help defeat the horde that was there. But they do re-give Thogrim his honorary beard rings that he got with I forget what they're called.
They're the give me a sec. Fellow of the Imperial Ministry of War.
Okay.
2 beard cannon rings. They're flanking the main ring that they give me.
Marty,
Yes.
who are these edgelords near us?
Which ones?
Edgy lords?
The ones to the north. The edgelords.
Give me a knowledge local. Who is asking?
Brennos.
Okay.
Somebody is facing the wrong direction. Like,
This group. Actually, give me 2 different knowledge locals.
They do look a little intense, don't they?
What, like your group doesn't look intense?
but they also look like
you got a big bird chicken kind of thing. I get what you're saying. Okay.
You know.
The guys to the north?
Yeah. I don't
Those
have
guys
knowledge
look neat.
local. I am.
Okay,
Knowledge local?
So just give me an in
In
check.
check?
Yeah.
Right. I am smart man. Look at me, smart.
A bunch of archers.
3 and 15.
Who got the 15?
Brennos.
Okay, Brennos, yeah, you're like, ooh, that guy looks like he's dwarvish mixed blood with Durgar, and there's a stone giant. You believe that this group here, they're called the Freeriders. It's an adventuring company. And because you were in that conversation, this is the adventuring company that is sponsored by
This is the rival group.
Commander Bram Ironfell.
Let's examine their gear. Okay, I'm not gonna buy a vest like that. Okay, cool.
And then
Look
the
good on
first
me.
one, you don't know who the elf with the eye patch is.
24 from Thogrim.
Thogrim knows who the guy with the eye patch is. His name is Gilgathorn. He's an elf, and he's a renowned bounty hunter. He seems to be standing beside one of the elf members of the Freeriders, and they're just chatting. While this is going
just so we can introduce all these characters, Barnabus takes 10 and gets 40.
Okay, you know their names because you have seen a list of adventuring companies and their names, so you can hover over their. You know with a 40 that Gehenna Tenson is a sanctioned wizard.
Okay.
And you don't see Matic because he's invisible.
Okay. Oh, the pixie, I got you. All right.
Now, do they have riding equipment?
Yeah, they have riding boots.
Okay.
It's just a theme thing, though. They don't actually ride.
If they're mercenaries, they don't work for free. And if they don't ride anything, then it's just lying 2 times in their name. False advertising, really.
The paid teleporters.
The moderately expensive teleporters. Okay, we shut up and...
So Barnabas, you know that they claim to have killed a dragon. That's like the one feat that you're like, it's that might have given them fame for a while, that they went out and found and killed a dragon. Now you're interested in knowing whether or not they had the imperial writ to hunt the dragon, and you're like, but in the defense of Overlook, they killed a dragon.
In the defense of Overlook, okay.
Which might have been the way they got around that. If a dragon was sitting on... If a dragon was preying upon citizenry and the sanctioned government acted in active defense,
yeah,
that might be a way around not just sitting back watching dragon destroy peasants while you're waiting for an imperial writ to hunt the dragon. There's probably some... Yeah,
like you can't hunt a bear at a bear season, but if it's coming at you,
it's coming right for you.
It's coming right for you. It's not where it's supposed to be. Exactly.
Yeah.
You're pretty sure they played a game there.
They lured it to town because we would do that.
You don't know what type it is, and it's just something that you learned while here.
Okay.
And then who is saying I look at their gear? Was that Thogrim?
Thogrim's just examining their gear. Well, I'm not.
And you're sure he's good, right?
Is this about?
It was more of a joke, to be honest.
Well, we're this close, Ahmed, from you removing the G from Thogrim's character, because
I wonder what.
Trust me, dude. It's a quick drop to that E.
Now, if Sonny ever starts paying attention, Sonny does look at people's gear. He likes magic, so if they've got magic, he's interested. But he's also not really. He doesn't really care about them as people.
Right now, there are a bunch of dwarves in really tall, silly hats. These are priests of Moradin and of the Moradin Summit in their religious dress. yes, because dwarves are short, you're pretty sure Barnabus they adopted like more important equals bigger hat. And then High Priest Durkic Forgeheart is there himself. He's probably the highest ranking member of the Morndon Salmon in all of Overlook and perhaps in Elsier Vale. He doesn't seem to buy into the I'm going to wear ostentatious hat.
Good for him.
But he does carry this one book that looks like it's seen battle, and his robes do radiate a lot of magic. If you're looking upon him, he blesses the group of you with a what do you call it, like a decanter, and and he just doesn't. He seems to be uninterested in holding any conversations with you or even thanking you beyond what officially he has to do.
Okay.
You imagine it might be hard to talk to this guy. He seems to be flanked by these priests that keep anyone else at bay. The Great Elder, however, who was elected into that position by the group of elders, is effectively the highest man in government. He actually stops and, with great age and slowness, stops and actually shakes the hand and has a quiet conversation, just sharing a few words with each and every one of you that's in the line. Did you bring Gordon to this, Amadeus?
No,
Okay.
Gordon's Amadeus has enough wisdom, I think, to hide Gordon or leave him in a barn somewhere.
And now this is while crowds are cheering and like people are outside and like this is
Sonny brought Mistra in. He was...
okay.
Ooh, Thogrim has his cannon out.
Very impressive.
Let's put this bad boy out here. Yeah, yes. Seen quite a bit of battle in the last few days.
The city will need a much younger and sprier master cannoneer, I sense as my bones hurt.
Oh, a great stonefist. You'll be around for a lot longer. Not many years, sir.
Bannock Zim was very, by all reports, unreliable during the battle.
Thogrim frowns a bit. I will see to them. I will see to the master.
He nods. Good work, Thogrim.
The dwarf's duty, sir.
He remembers your last name. I don't. But it trails off like he's.
Yeah. So did I. Banadin.
Who might you be, young lad?
My friends call me Sonny. Sonny Manson.
You have the countenance of a wizard.
Sorry, he says Sonny Goodman. We're all apparently forgetting our names. He's like a character from a long time ago. Sonny Goodman.
You have the countenance of a wizard I saw long ago.
I get that a lot, actually.
Mister just sticks her head kind of in between the conversation. There are some guards that seem a little agitated by that, and the old man just pets the bird on the.
Sonny is oblivious to the guard's reaction of like
on the beak. Mistra can sense that he's either old or is just too old Ben, or this is a friendly situation. She doesn't act aggressively.
Congratulations on the defense of your city.
It is not the first time. It will not be the last. Perhaps it will be my last, though. Oh. Good work, lad.
Thank you, sir. I have.
Stepping past really quickly.
Yeah.
You were very brave. Well done. He peers. He like looks under Cog's hat.
Yeah, Cog winks, nods. It was an honor, sir. As my ancestors fought with the dwarves, I fight alongside you.
Good, good. Are you elvish under there?
In here I am.
Yes, elves and dwarves, despite their differences, must stand together to fight for Osir Vale.
Absolutely, sir.
There are too many enemies on Volcanica, he says as he's tottering off to talk to Barnabus. Too many enemies on Volcanica for us to stand divided. Is that not right, young lad?
Yes, it is. Quite right, quite right. And enemies off of Volcanica too, it seems.
Yes, let us not forget where the dwarves come from, and the blessings of the Imperium.
Of course, of course.
Thank you for coming to these dwarven lands and helping, young lad.
Well, it's my pleasure. Besides, I've heard such wonderful things about Overlook and the Osir Vale. I must just had to travel.
Yes, yes. Great city, great city. A small city compared to those on our home world.
Of course.
Oh. Dragon with red scales. Well done. Very brave, very brave. Oh, that is a lot of armor there you wear. Yeah. What is your name? Slake. Interesting name. Why do it?
Last name. Cog's whispering down the line.
Anvilbrow. Oh, Anvilbrow. Oh, my apologies. My condolences, Slake. Anvilbrow. And he takes Slake's hand, and Slake's just looking down at him and holding out his hand.
Mark, if you bump your microphone down a little bit.
You're tapping Slake's hand. He stays for like an awkward amount of time holding Slake's hand. like you can see him twitching his fingers like let go. Eventually he does go off. Oh, very brave, he says just to Dave and moves on to Brennos. Very brave, well done. Oh.
As he's walking away, he thinks to himself, why can't we get a cheerful adventuring band sometime?
Brennos, you have grown quite strapping, very strong, yes?
Thank you, Elder.
You still call out to all of the gods?
I call up to the summon.
Good.
All.
Someone has to remember their ways. I heard that in the lands to the south that some dwarves converted to the worship of the five-faced gods and other newer gods.
Traditions are important.
Yeah.
There's a reason why we do the things we do. There's the things that make us dwarf.
Yes, they are important. But also don't forget that even traditions change, albeit slowly over time. For those things that lose meaning, for those things we've forgotten. They are many. Yet we are still here. The orcs took from us nearly everything, but we are still here. He's talking about old stories of there being a world full of dwarf kingdoms, and then the evil orc horde came and slaughtered the dwarves and enslaved dwarves, and he's talking about the dwarvish homeworld.
Right. Is there a undercurrent or concept of like building up power and numbers to retake dwarf home, or whatever it's called? Like, is that a concept that is
the Doakian dwarves? Yes, but they realized they would need the Imperium to do it.
So it's convinced the humans to.
And then the Doakian dwarves came to Volcanica for new opportunity, like a new beginning. Almost.
Yeah, it's a couple steps removed from those thought processes.
Yeah.
That and the Imperium's not going to help unless they get to run that planet too. Let's be honest.
Well, the Imperium is obviously better than a bunch of orcs run around and desecrate the place all over the.
I think that might depend on which Imperium you're getting.
I like how Adam is extolling the Imperium's good side.
Let's recall his thoughts at the end when we finished the last campaign.
So here's the thing: it is character by character with experiences by experiences. Two different people will experience the same thing and see a different
exactly.
outcome.
Yes.
Yep. The Imperium saved the dwarves.
Yes. Soon that beard of yours will be filled with rings from all the gods. You should work on that.
I will, Elder.
I hope my bones will allow me to carry through to see that day.
God's willing.
All dwarves must grow up, Brennos.
Are there any guards near Sunny?
Guards? There are two guards that are like walking slowly behind the Great Elder, so they're kind of around Slake and Agony at this point.
So, Sunny is gonna ask the guards if they we could reincarnate your elder. Like he's gonna just like.
Sonny, no, now is not the time. All right.
When someone, they're just tired of it. Do you understand?
The guard shushes you back into line. Get back in line.
Okay.
Come on, get back here. Get back in line, Sonny. You make a scene.
Magic can solve his problem. He doesn't.
Mr. chirps to that effect as well. The Great Elder, talks a little bit about Brennos. You get the sense, Brennos, that he still thinks that you're the young, tough, gallivanting around and getting into trouble as you did in your early days.
Let's be honest. We're not that far off of young gallivanting around getting into trouble.
What he's suggesting is that you go and perform quests for each of the churches to gain the direct blessing of the established hierarchy of religion here, and okay. you're like I kind of like doing it my way, but
we'll see what the church says about the things that have happened, and we'll figure out how that goes.
Yep. One of the guards just gives Brennos a nod, like he is an 11th level warrior priest of the Moradinite Salmon, so his name has grown. There's a celebratory atmosphere outside of the Care Overlook after the much more formal awarding has happened. You do notice that Clegor Deverak, your dwarf patron, has gone over and is talking to Commander Ironfell, like the two of them are standing off to the side. There are glares between Captain Arun and Priest Halon and Sildar and Defron. Like these two groups don't seem to like each other, but the two lords seem to be fine standing side by side and having a conversation.
My human's better than your human. Well, my dwarf is better than your dwarf.
You do see Brennos, Kalad, and Ancestor Karos. Ancestor Karos is the priest of Morden, of the Temple of Morden in the Nine Bells district where you grew up, and Kalad was one of the orphans like you that received training and sanctuary at that place. Zeus just gives you a nod when you appear. Apparently, the monks have made it back to Overlook.
It's good to see you alive. Made it back in one piece.
We didn't have much trouble. We managed to get to Baldrin's Watch to swing our hammers a few times at goblins that peeked over the wall.
Well, our reinforcements didn't make it through, apparently.
No, there was lots of goblins there. There was an army of purpose.
Good to have you. Good to see you back.
And where were you? Ancestor Karos says.
You're off battling goblins in tunnels?
Goblins in tunnels, giants, commanders, that sort of thing. Shadow people.
Underground fighting. Could be very dangerous.
Found the old highway. It's very, the Nexus is a pretty intricate little place there. Found an old shrine, actually, while we were there. Left a blessing.
Oh, you have to stop by the temple and tell me what you saw.
That'll do.
Okay.
It's like one of those, we're just gonna not talk about Sejong. What's Sejong? Sejong who?
Right.
Just ask, how's the forge?
Yeah. So after the ceremony, there's more of a celebration. There's feasting and drinking. Groups break up and go to different places. Many of the taverns and inns and fest halls are busy this eve, as some of the rewards or awards equal monetary pay increase from to some of the soldiers. Yours apparently doesn't, but Lord Dverak has been sending trainers.
Absent.
No, Lord Dverak has been sending you trainers and still has isolated this library from anyone else's use while you were here. Plus, you haven't paid for a single thing at the tavern where you guys are staying.
Okay,
At the
that's
Half
awesome.
Inn. Yeah, so Lord Dverak's been picking up your bill, including training these now legendary group of 8 characters in a cohort. Lord Dverak does come over to speak to all of you.
Platinum! Platinum!
He goes over and shakes Thogrim's hand and shakes Sunny's hand and just taps.
Oh, we're shaking hands now.
Taps on his.
Good to see you again, sir. Yes.
Stops at Barnabus. He doesn't touch Aemon.
Well done, we're done.
Yeah. Did not get that little bonus piece for you, unfortunately. At least not yet.
Oh? You didn't end up braving the caverns, did you?
Oh, I found my way into the cavern. The risk reward, I think that's a discussion needs to be had there. Otherwise, mission accomplished.
Good, good. Once you've received your rest and you finished practicing with the sword masters and wizards that I've been sending you, we'll probably want to talk about going to you-know-where, to claim you-know-what.
As you wish, my lord.
I don't know where. Where are we going now?
Barnabus will explain it to you.
He is the chump.
Barnabus is giving you just wait.
It's his specialty to tell us where to go.
What about Delph? Oh, yes, Slake.
Yeah.
Do not think my mind is made out of scrap metal. It is a steel trap for sure.
A platinum.
Platinum indeed. No, we'll get you there. Delph is on the way. Perfect. We'll have to get you before the council, though, to plead our case. Things are in the works. We should be able to do that before you leave.
Is there anything that he needs to prepare?
Well, I'm sure all of you have been helping him, and he glances over at Cog. We need proof that he is indeed Anvilbrow. And then the testimony of, well, heroes of this campaign, explaining what has happened to him will likely be necessary.
That is acceptable.
Are the dwarves adverse to blood magics on some sort of moral grounds?
What do you mean?
The magics which there's simple prayers that can be used to ascertain one's origin, proper name, this sort of thing.
That would be suitable proof, I suppose.
Slake, we're going to need to use a spell on you to prove who you are.
All right, let's not have this discussion here in front of the law.
Sonny, there's a time and place for everything. Remember that.
Come here and say that.
No, he's not. He's sorry. He's sorry. He extends his arms, is trying to hold them back.
Well, I'll leave you to it then. Before you leave, but continue your things. We'll say 4th week of summer. We should have everything ready.
Very well. We will make preparations.
Make preparations for going into the field. Make preparations for going into a mine. And nay, 2 mines.
Indeed.
Mine, eh? Right.
Yeah, a mine. Proper fighting accommodations for a dwarf, not some big open field with a cannon going boom. Proper dwarf fighting. Narrow corridors, low roofs.
So, out of curiosity, given that,
Are you saying this to the Lord Dvarric, or are you...
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He looked like he was going to return to some other business, but he stops and talks to his adventurers.
Given that Commander Bram Ironfell also seems to be a patron of the Freeriders, stupid name.
Hey.
Will we be in competition with them or working side by side by any chance?
I don't want you getting into any tussles with the Freeriders.
Nor do we wish to, but we should be prepared. After all, we want our patron to be the victor in any race.
In Overlook, if your paths cross, I expect you to follow all the laws of Overlook.
And outside?
As a last resort, neutralizing them, but not killing them, if you are directly going after the same God's damn thing.
Understood, my lord.
Well, they may have killed a dragon. You guys stopped an army.
They kill. Did they kill a proper dragon or like a little dragon or a, was it a real dragon?
I believe it was called a shadow dragon.
Oh, like that fucking bastard we was fighting earlier. I mean, the high version. Where did they fight a shadow dragon?
How long ago was this?
They might know where the thing is.
A few years back.
Yes. Did they do it here, or did they do it in the shadow plane?
I plan on doing some divinations once I've done some research. We should have more information for our lord.
Sunny is walking across the room.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anybody is stopping Sunny from walking.
Barnabas is watching. He looks like he's about to, and he's like, "Fuck it, let's see what happens."
Sunny is walking over to the Freeriders.
Amadeus is kind of getting in position, like in case he's got to run, no one's in his way.
Give me a D4 to see who's not busy with the celebration or whatever.
4.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. You walk over and standing up is this dusky-skinned dwarf.
Hello. I'm Sunny. Nice to meet you.
Ragnum.
Mr. Ragnum.
Of
Hi.
Moradin.
Priest Ragnum. Pleasure to meet you.
You're with them, aren't you?
I'm of many things, really, but currently with them, yes.
That one's got an ill-favored look.
He's pointed at Amadeus, I'm assuming.
Yep.
He's a little grumpy. He got cursed a while back. A few times, actually.
You should uncurse him then.
Been trying.
Wouldn't want that spreading around.
That part is very true. We're trying to, not, let it spread. So the shadow dragon. Did you fight it on
His
the
face
shadow?
scrunches up.
Did you fight it on the shadow plane, or
No, it was here.
you wouldn't know where how to get to the Umbral Forge, would you? This is much more your neck of the woods than ours.
Give me a sense motive. He scrunches up his face. Also, give me a diplomacy check first.
Yeah, it's an old man coming over asking you about your potato. Hey, how you doing? Hey, it's all this conniving. He's over there. I'm just gonna go ask him. I'm old, 33.
Yeah, he's at least he's talking to an old human. In the sense motive.
37.
He was not surprised by the word Umbra Forge, and he's looking at you in a way like he's trying to figure out why you would want that, not what are you talking about.
You don't want to go there.
Well, there's a smuggling operation through there where they're breaking some sort of treaty, and interesting magical bits are flowing into the material plane that are supposed to stay on the shadow plane.
Really?
Yes.
Hold on a second. Jenna, Megan, over here. I'm here too. Yeah. I just assume you're here everywhere.
Barnabas,
Do you have a fairy?
looks like
with you?
Sonny's got some attention. We should probably
Oh.
go and chat with him.
Fuck me.
What is it, Rag?
Sonny.
Hello. Hi, hello, how are you?
Oh.
Hello. Hi.
Excuse me.
Cog, Barnabus. This is Ragnum of Priest Ragnum, and then there's a Genna and a Megan. I'm not certain which is which, and there's a fairy of some sort, I think, flying around.
Barnabas will cast see invisibility.
Okay. You're rude. He's standing on the shoulder of the giant. He's got he's got a bow in hand.
It says a pixie with a bow in hand who's invisible.
It's just my walking stick.
Yeah, I've got one of them too.
We travel. There's a Didi will like him.
Are days bugging you?
Says Brot.
We were just trying to. We were wondering how to get to the Umbral Forge to try to stem a smuggling operation.
Okay, Megan and Gehenna exchange looks. Look at when you say that.
Sense motive? Is this a knowing look or a concerned look? Like, why didn't we hear of this sort of look?
The word Umbra Forge seemed to trigger their interest.
Okay. Do you want me to roll or?
No, they seemed interested in what Sonny was saying.
So we're wondering how if you knew how to get there. We can get there if we can get there, if you know what I mean.
Why would you want to go to a dangerous place like that?
Because we're adventurers. It's kind of what we do.
Could be fun.
You would end up disturbing the peace.
No, I'd say the peace is already disturbed, but further evidence is required. He kind of says that towards Sunny.
What do you mean by evidence of what? Says Megan.
Our geographer is a little irate. He doesn't know where it is, and he usually knows where everything is.
I will discover it, rest assured. And he means the North Imperial Guarded Gate, because I fucking know where that one is.
They said there was smuggling going on.
Smuggling? Smuggling of what? They're feigning. What's your sense motive? Yeah, give me a sense motive.
Plus 39.
Okay, they're asking dumb questions because they're very interested. You guys are just telling them a bunch of things that they're very interested in.
Yeah, this is Sonny's version of diplomacy. Eventually, if I have to do horrible things to them, that's end up what happening. Shadow weaponry.
I knew it.
Distasteful.
Gehenna says, "I knew it," and Megan just nods.
Many of the goblins were equipped with nasty little bullets. Apparently, we have a clue on who's smuggling them.
Surely the administrator's not allowing weapons to flow from
Burpee.
Umbra Forge into the hand of goblins.
No, that's, I think, why I use the term smuggling.
Well, that should be stopped.
We agree. I agree. We agree, don't we? So he turns around. I agree, right?
Yes, we agree.
And you, and Megan's looking you up and down, intend on going to the Shadow Plane to stop this.
Yeah, I mean, we got apparently something else to do first, but yeah, we'll get around to it.
Any leads?
Yeah. Well, it's been lovely meeting you. See you in the field someday, I'm sure. Come on, Sonny.
But they know where it is, I think.
I don't think they do.
They've formed now a little huddle.
Okay, Barnabas, as I think it's supernatural spell-like ability, is going to use clairvoyance and just listen in.
What's the casting time of your clairvoyance?
It's...
If it's the power I think it is, it's a standard action as opposed
yeah, it's a standard action. It's just because it's only rounds, it's not minutes.
And this is coming from what power?
Oh wait, he didn't level yet. Never mind, he can't do it yet.
No, this is This is after you finish training, but before the end of.
Okay, then this is from the knowledge domain.
So your god,
Yeah.
who is giving
Is
you the
letting you
knowledge
spy.
domain, is allowing you to spy upon this. I knew it. I knew those weapons were coming from the shadow plane.
Well, obvious, they were shadow magic. No one around here cast shadow magic.
Well, the shadow dragon did.
Yeah, well, yeah, it came from the shadow plane.
Are we going to go to the shadow plane?
Well, they don't know where it is.
We don't exactly know where it is either.
Yeah, but we know how to find it. Oh, we're gonna go smash something? I want to throw something.
We're gonna go find the gate, aren't we?
Yeah. You don't have to look far to follow. You find a Durgar, you find a Dark Stalker, or one of the Darklings, and we know where they're spotted.
Indeed. Let's.
And it probably runs out about now.
No,
Because it's not minutes, it's rounds.
You do get one name where
Okay.
they're gonna look.
Maybe this is what I do with my week. Is I go and steal all the evidence.
Where is it? Overlook.
Do you have a sorry, you have modified memory, right?
Yes, I do.
Remember, Doc Stalkers was seen around that tavern. What was it called? The Happy Beggar. That's it. We should go there.
We'll go there this evening.
Well, we're going there this afternoon.
We've cast too many spells today. I'd rather go tomorrow. Very well, we'll go tomorrow. Those suckers just gave us a job. If we could stop the smuggling ring, we'll get paid for it. I like that old guy. He's got some pretty loose lips.
I won't be the first one mugged.
Maybe I'll... And then that's when it ends.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll be back.
So, new rule: we don't go giving jobs to other adventuring companies, Sonny.
I had an idea.
You maybe next time you share it with us first, and then we'll share it with the world at large.
I'm trying to share it with you. If you could pull the memory of the gate out of Armadillo, then we could simply use that to give to myself or Thogrim and then teleport to the location.
Yeah, but here's what might be a problem. Correct me if I'm wrong, but she now has the mind of an armadillo.
Right, but she still has all of her memories. Her brain is still the brain in there. She just
Yeah,
doesn't know how to think about them.
I will admit I've not tried to take the memories of an animal, even if they once had human memories.
Well, she's only sort of an animal. It's kind of like when I turn into a rabbit. It's not I'm actually a rabbit. I'm just...
Yeah, but you're still in control of your actions. She's been eating grubs for a week.
Can Amadeus eat its brains? That's what Aemon offers.
Nah, that won't work. No. Pretty certain no.
No, that's not going to happen.
Look at the
Not
cute-
in this case.
Not yet.
I don't think it's a matter of yet. It's just...
Alright, I will try to read the armadillo's mind. If that doesn't work, we go to a place called the Happy Beggar. Darkstalkers were seen there recently.
We could go to both. Well,
Yes,
I guess, how long did it take for you to read the main?
Not long. We just need a quiet place to do it.
Right, then.
Who is next to Amadeus in the lineup?
who was next to Amadeus?
Yeah.
I can't remember the order of the lineup. It was
Check the tapes.
No, I was wondering because somebody said you don't want his spine spreading around. I was wondering.
oh, they asked Sonny of that.
Yeah.
Talk to Sunny. Okay.
So that was a conversation with Sonny.
Okay.
Where Sonny's like, yeah, we actually really agree. We don't want his kind. We need to get him gelded. Like, we don't want that spreading around. That conversation might not go over so well.
No, probably not.
We're hoping he's one of those like a mule where he's.
Yeah, it's done now.
Well, it's gonna come up at some point. But some people know what he is, and there's gonna be a problem in the future in the sewer at some point.
Yeah, of course there is, but I can say that about half the cast.
Yeah.
The constructs, namely.
We haven't lost our shit yet.
Yeah, we like almost all the characters is so they've got some baggage. PCs have baggage. It's what comes with them.
Okay.
Only one.
So this happened while you guys were in the middle of your crafting and selling of goods. We still have the researches, divinations, and other things left. So we're
Understood.
We're going back in town a little bit.
Yep.
Now
Just it's going to take a little break to read an armadillo brain. So.
Just to be clear, those iron stones, only the main characters got them. If you guys want me to craft them for
No,
I didn't assume you gave one to the chicken.
Likewise, Aemon doesn't have one. He knows.
He didn't sign the thing, right? You have to sign the ledger. If you didn't sign the guest book, you don't get your membership card.
He's an associate of the league, not a full member, right?
Yeah.
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 Where's your employee card?
All right, so snapping back to downtown. So you're going to do what with the armadillo? You go back to your inn, to the Half Axe Inn.
And we're going to cast Share Memory.
Okay, give me a second.
You momentarily link your mind with the target and share a single memory no longer 1 minute. You can show the target one of your memories, or show the target one of its own memories, or view one of the target's memories.
I wish to view her memory of the gate or the portal.
Okay, it's an animal, so she's gonna automatically try to resist your casting.
I figured as much.
Which we could have waited until she was asleep, but yeah, which is fine. Armadillo.
Easy.
28. So
that'll beat it. So, all right, fine. We'll wait till she sleeps.
Okay. So
Amadeus.
No!
There we go. Nappy time.
Just give him a warm rock and some grubs and milk.
So Sonny feeds the armadillo lots and lots and creates a little warm spot for it. And then Barnabus and Sonny and Cog sneak into the room afterwards to go visit the armadillo. Okay, so it's sleeping. Okay. And you're trying to get the memory of what?
Of the gate and its activation, or the portable portal.
And it's
we don't know what it's portal at this time, so just the portal.
The hole or the thing.
The tear we were looking for.
She was talking about a hole.
The rift.
Yeah, you end up not getting any information about a rift.
Okay. Well, looks like we're going drinking tonight, boys.
And you understand that you're going to have to be very specific, and you're also going to have to be correct, Barnabas, when dealing with a mind that can't be think about the time. Right now, she can't understand, your directives. So her memories are locked in there, but you're not quite getting what you want.
All right.
You have a hard drive full of memories, but you don't have a search bar.
Exactly.
There's no Control F.
Yeah. There's no the operating system. Can't access the hard drive.
All right, let's go drinking. Let's try not to kill anyone.
All right, who are you gonna go bring drinking?
Well, Barnabus will go.
Which means Aemon goes.
Aemon's gonna go. I'd like Cog to go because he's very good at not killing people.
Yeah, all right.
I think Brennos will go.
Brennos, yeah.
Okay. You end up asking around about where the Happy Beggar is, and you learn that it is in the trade town district.
Mhm.
It's actually kind of in one rung of this. Oh no, it's along the same rung as where your tavern is. It's just up the street here.
Okay.
I do have a map for the inconsequential Happy Beggar.
I feel that not killing thing might be harder than I thought.
If there's a map, I agree.
No. There's no reason to. Happy Beggar. Okay, the Happy Beggar is sort of an out-of-the-way tavern / poorhouse. You got some strange looks when you were asking for directions to the Happy Beggar, like why would you want to go there? It's the kind of place that you would go if you, well, didn't have 2 coppers to kind of string together. There's a sign above the door of the single-story hovel of a structure. A stooped, tattered merchant with a broad grin tells you have arrived. It's very dingy, although there are some people in good spirits inside the Happy Beggar. As there is a very dirty man in clothes that have needed a wash probably 3 washings ago. Or 3 months ago, and some hard-up looking people that are sitting eating some gruel out of bowls that are being served by a dwarven lady. There's a man sitting eagerly, kind of tapping his foot at one of the seats closest to the door. Immediately, he's the first. He's like, "Dibs!" And he goes running towards you with an empty bowl outstretched as you step into the place. He stops for a moment when he sees the countenance of Aemon and the strangeness of Cog.
Alms for the poor! Alms for the poor! Alms for the poor!
He dances back and forth like he's not going to let you by without filling his bowl.
Barnabus will drop. Well, he doesn't even carry anything less than a gold, so he'll drop a gold piece in his bowl.
He looks at it. He trembles a little bit, both hands on his bowl, and then he scoops it up and looks back over his shoulder and sticks the coin in his mouth.
Don't show. Then he pats him on the back.
He swallows the coin down without incident.
Oregon.
Hey! Welcome to the Happy Beggar. Dibs! It pays to sit near the door. It's a bit drafty over here, but it pays to sit near the door. Pays to sit near the door.
You hear it all.
I'm always here. It's a good place to be. A lot of people come here for the soup and the gruel, but it's mashed peas, but chickpeas sometimes. But he's now shaking your hand, grimy hand, touching
But
yours.
what's your name?
I'm Sly Dimmy.
Sly. It's nice to meet you, Sly.
Oh, Sly Dimmy, yes, Sly Dimmy, Sly. What's your? You look pretty fancy. Are you looking here for someone? Or did somebody do something bad?
Well,
People
always
have
done.
stopped what they're doing and they're now looking at you.
As you fucking were.
Oh, so some of the dwarf commoners kind of put their heads down and go back to what they were doing. That tone seemed to a table of guys seemed to get up. Don't want any trouble here. Everyone's welcome, says the dwarven proprietor as she disappears down into probably a hearth or a kitchen. The fiddler has stopped fiddling and he just sat down in a seat. He senses that perhaps there may be violence. Oh, slide in, you'll show you around. Nice table.
Oh, sure, we'll sit with you, Sly.
You force her map.
Happy Beggar, Overlook.
Thank you.
Hey, who are they? Oh, there's a lot of them.
They're here. I don't know. Sly will find. Sly will find out. Sly Dimmy always finds out.
Who are we looking for? To Barnabus. Like,
We're looking for dark folk.
All right, they change their seats and they angle themselves in a way so that they're kind of watching your table. You're pretty sure that knives are being drawn, and one of them might actually have a crossbow that he's just loaded and is just got pointed down. Do you walk over to the table?
Yep, sit down.
1 second. Brennos is going to go to their table.
Oh, easy there. They're now standing up. The guy puts his beaten up heavy crossbow on the table, pointed towards you. It's loaded.
Here's the deal. We forgive your indiscretion. Now drink your beer and stay shut the fuck up. Understood?
Give me an intimidate.
These guys are gonna crap their pants.
Blood's gonna pour out of their eyes.
Alright.
That's how scared they are. They weep tears of blood.
41.
Oh, yeah. Killer. He's a killer. We're gonna let this killer be. We got stuff to do. And the four of them go scrambling out of the place. Like, they go outside.
Alright. There we go.
Listening, 2 minutes, be back.
Okay.
Brennos will take his seat.
One of the dwarf commoners, probably like a ditch digger or a like some sort of laborer, because they're really dirty. He just raises his earthware flagon to you. Oh, hello. All are welcome here at the Happy Beggar. I'm Omsa. I run the place. Praise be to dwarven god of the hearth.
I could tell you.
Baranar?
Baranar Silverhand, or Baranar True Silver is the hearth and home. Getting drunk is Hunseath. It'd most likely be Baranar True Silver.
Yep. Praise be to True Silver.
She's a fine lass. Praise be.
Lass, she says.
Oh, mother. All mothers were a lass at one point.
Okay, so you know that Baron Rar, True Silver, is Morden's consort and is the lawful good deity of safety, truth, home, and healing.
She kind of runs a sketchy joint, but she's trying.
Sometimes it's just in the wrong neighborhood.
Yep, there are 4 really watered down beers that are in these flagons. They're a bit frothy.
And this is why it's not worshiping Hunseath, because the beer is watered down.
Listen, nice. I will.
Excuse me. I'm old enough to be a grandmother, she says, and she leaves the beers. I'll be back in a moment with some bread.
How about a real drink?
This is not a tavern.
Ah!
She disappears down into a kitchen.
Yeah, I could go for a real drink. There's one of the doors behind you. She don't serve nothing hard here. It gets too rough. Yeah. Everyone drinks here for free.
So everyone is welcome here.
Everyone's welcome here. Yeah, as long as you don't cause a muck.
You ever see any shadow folk here?
Oh,
The four of them, three of them are just shaking their heads. One is like, I saw nothing. He saw something. He saw something. He's just not saying it. He doesn't want to say it.
Well,
It's this guy.
yes. I can make it worth your while. I could be eating like a king for a month with what I pay you.
A king for a month? It's a sly dimmy. I can find things for you. I can find things for you.
Have you seen dark folk, Sly?
Oh, yes, dark folk, yes.
Sense motive. Sense motive.
Go ahead, yeah.
I take one, I get 40.
Okay, so he'll see whatever you want if you're paying him.
If you're paying him enough, he'll see whatever you need him to see.
That's a nice. He pats him on the head.
Oh, will you pay us if you tell us?
No, I am paying for the memory. And you, my friend, do not have one.
I saw nothing. He's just kind of waving you away.
Barnabus will step over, non-aggressively. Look, lads, we don't want any trouble. We really don't. We're willing to pay for the information. Handsomely, I might add. And you don't have to say anything. Allow me to cast a spell and I will find the memory I am looking for.
Okay, there's a basket full of these kind of braids of bread, braided loaves of bread that are put down on the table. There's a bit of like an oily substance in a jar that she opens up and puts down. You're pretty
Thank you.
Bring out some broth. Is he bothering you, Hank? No, he's just a friendly lad. All right. If he's bothering you, we'll kick him out.
I don't mean any offense.
She says as she's disappearing back into the kitchen, sit down and eat your bread.
So Brennos is gonna, like, it is new draconic that he learned. Like, you realize if she's a problem with you, I'll kick you out, right?
Easy.
Fair warning.
I could give you enough coin to change your life.
Give me a diplomacy check. It's a stranger. You don't care for you much, but you're willing to pay him.
Oh, I did level up. I forgot I leveled up. 47.
How much?
That was 200 gold. That sets you up.
Yeah. I remember
I
dog
ha-
folk too.
That's another guy. He's lying.
Yeah, you don't remember shit. That man does.
She's not gonna allow no funny spellcasting in here.
That's fine. If you prefer to tell me the story first, we can start there.
Let's go outside. We don't wanna mess up a good thing.
As you wish. Barnabas picks up some bread, dips it, stuffs it in his mouth, and walks out.
Yep.
I'm assuming Aemon follows, but Oh, all the dwarves are coming?
Yeah, you're gonna pay one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slide Dimmy's running out.
Are these guys across the street?
Yeah, these guys are across the street. You can see that they're planning on how to get back at you guys. They're like making a battle plan.
Okay, Barnabus sticks his head back in. Brennos, Cog, the shitheads are planning revenge. You want to deal with that? They're across the street.
Brennos will...
Oh hey!
I'm just gonna move Cog.
You go approaching them. They start ducking down alleys and they leave.
All right.
There we go.
These guys go.
The next step is they get branded because it's funny. Like,
Yeah, the dwarves are like, yeah, we can cast spells out here. Yeah,
Sure, let's find a quiet alley here.
Sly Dimmy comes running out. He's listening.
Fuck off, Sly. Save our seat. That's what I want you to do.
Oh, okay. Sly Dimmy can do that. You gonna pay me?
You've been paid. I don't think you.
Sly Dimmy has got a really short memory.
Yeah, well, don't forget where we're sitting. Help yourself to some bread. He taps him on the shoulder.
Okay. He goes over and he's drinking your beer and eating your bread and stuffing it into his...
Fine. Enjoy.
Alright, Cog and Brennos kind of stand like badasses in the street, keeping people away. Aemon staring down these dwarves. One of the dwarves says, I came here too late one night and I saw some funny folk coming in through the front door.
What did they look like?
I think they were dark folk. They could have been dwarves, you know, like Durgar or Darrow or something.
All right, that's
They were
fine.
They had there was 4 of them. They had long noses, heavy cowls, and they had dogs with them.
With dogs, knowledge planes.
3 dogs. These dogs didn't look right. I thought that Amsa was in trouble, but never saw them again. Nothing missing.
That's all you remember.
I thought I took a drink out of the wrong bottle of you.
All right, that's fine. Are you here often?
Yeah, after we do jobs, we come here, free meal, and sometimes there's space in the kitchens and the croft to, stay. Everyone's
All
welcome,
right.
but I'm so.
Now another question: was anyone else around when these dark folk arrived?
I don't know. They were
Okay then.
carrying bags or something, no? Small bags, like they could have just been paid.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I want to give you the 200.
Yeah,
We can skip the spell.
okay.
That is all you remember, though, about the incident.
Yeah, but ain't the first time things like that have been seen around here.
And it's this inn or this neighborhood?
Oh, this neighborhood.
All right.
At night, you wouldn't want to be goodly dwarves don't want to be running around here at night.
All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you your 200. As agreed. No spells necessary. And I'm going to give each of you 10. This is going to buy your silence. You heard none of this before.
We're part of the same crew. You put it all together, we split it 4 ways.
You do what you want with the money. I respect that, by the way. Unity, that's very nice. You You have some coin though, so what I suggest is the next few nights you find a nice restaurant.
That's 230 you owe us.
Yeah, you're gonna get it. Find a nice restaurant and don't be here for the next while. Don't worry about her. I'll make sure she's taken care of. Monetarily, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, but Brennos is like. He's like, what?
All right, we could stay away, but we don't want anything bad to happen to Amsa. Just look
No,
after us.
nothing bad's gonna happen to her.
This place,
I can promise you that.
you pay what you can at this place.
Yes, it's a fine act of charity she performs here.
Oh, you pay what you can.
Yeah, it's still charity when it's you pay what you can.
Don't argue with him until he gives you the gold.
Barnabus shells out the 230.
Okay, they count it out.
Now go find a restaurant.
We're probably gonna go find a tavern
Whatever.
to get something harder.
All right, you make the windfall of these dwarves is many times what they would have made doing their manual labor.
Barnabas goes back in.
Oh, you see, it's all saved. It's all saved.
Thank you, Slake.
You can see the bread has been a couple loaves of twists of braided bread are missing, but the ones that remain are all even out. And an equidistant amount of beer has been drained from each of the glasses.
Which is really funny because you drink for free in this place, so he could have got his own glass.
You pay what you can.
Yeah.
If that's free, then that's free. But
Yeah. No, it's. I'm pretty certain you're not allowed to get inebriated here. I'm fairly certain is the rule.
Yeah.
slide
You, fiddler.
Yes.
Here's 5 gold. Take the night off. Here's another 5. Take tomorrow night off as well.
Okay.
Pats him on the shoulder and kind of leads him to the door.
He wants to go talk to Amsa.
Oh, yeah, sure. Go ahead. Or wait till she comes out.
Yeah, she
whatever.
comes up with a platter of what looks like bowls of soup, which is probably just broth. She clatters it down. There's still people in here, but
The bar's getting real late.
yeah.
Or the tavern.
There's something I can help you gentlemen with. You seem to be scaring away all of my regulars.
The poor fiddler comes up and whispers in her ear.
10 gold?
You notice he puts half of it in her hands.
What for?
Take the night off.
10 gold? Take. No, Sly Jimmy will take gold. He likes 10 gold. 10 gold.
Sly,
Yeah?
you'll get paid.
Oh,
Go sit in the corner and shh.
Keep an eye out.
Yeah, you can be on lookout in case those thugs come back in.
He goes and grabs a chair and literally sits in the corner, facing the corner, looking over his shoulder a few
No,
times.
you're a lookout. Oh fuck, he's dim, isn't he?
I promise you.
Amsa is like hands on hips,
Yeah, I
glowering at all of you.
I promise you, this is a goodly thing that is occurring, even if it might not look it.
it sounds like you're causing trouble. Paying everyone to go away. I got nothing for you to rob.
What an
No, it's just not about robbery. It's just about confidentiality, shall we say?
Who are you? What do you want?
Well, we are heroes, and he shows the ring.
Oh, so you're slumming.
No, we're working.
We pay our taxes and we.
She looks nervous all of a sudden.
That's not it. There's.
Do you want to have a private conversation about shadow folk.
About what?
Brenno, she's way over there. Can you whisper it to her? I don't think she.
There's shadow folk smuggling things connected with this establishment. We're trying to figure out what they're doing.
The folk smuggling things?
Shadow folk. Folk from the shadow plane. Supplying in the most recent attacks, they were supplying arms to the enemies.
Folk from the plains are... There's no folk from the plains here.
Ones with dogs.
Dogs?
Long noses, pale, colourless clothing, skin.
We get all
They were
sorts-
seen coming in.
Okay. She blinks a little bit, and she doesn't seem to have
Sense
any...
motive? Like, is she?
Yeah, give me a sense.
Is she charmed?
Yeah.
Is she under magical? She got a gap in her memory? Because if she's chilling with the smugglers, she's sure shit talking us for minor infractions.
Got a 50?
41
41,
from,
yeah.
Apparently she couldn't hear the word shadow. And she's kind of staring off as you're talking about things that you want to know about, and her head's addled with spells.
Alright, you need to see the wizard.
I do not. You need to leave.
Yeah, no, you've been enchanted, my lady.
Don't give me any of that fairy tale stuff. I'm too old for you.
Spellcraft? Is this a curse or an enchant? Or is there an enchantment spell that fucking...
With your 50, she has multiple concurrent mental spells running on her, or she's currently exhibiting the effects of those.
Can you tell how often they were cast and when was the last one cast?
Not without detecting magic and having a close look at the auras.
Not through your sense motive.
Yeah. Barnabus will... No, he can't detect magic.
It would be a good idea if you can figure out how far apart they're spaced.
You can't detect magic?
No, well, I can, but she's gonna get angry and fucking walk away.
Well, okay.
No one's coming, says Sly to me.
Thank you, Sly. Why don't you step outside and watch from out there?
Comes right up to you, he's holding out his hand.
He shakes his hand. Later.
And then he goes right outside.
Okay.
I don't like your tone. Everyone is allowed here. Finish your beers and bread, and then you can leave.
And she puts down the tray of soup as well.
Alright, Barnabas is gonna start casting a spell,
Okay, she's cleaning up some other tables. She's muttering to herself.
and it's modify memory.
You guys.
I'm thinking that spell is one of the things they've got her.
Undo?
Yeah.
Okay, and what is the close will negates? All right. She gets a 10 on her saving throw.
No.
What are you trying to do with the modifier memory?
I am trying to. Oh fuck! I'm just reading it. Cannot negate that. Oh, allow the subject to recall with perfect clarity an event it actually experienced. So,
Okay, so what
Chef-
5-minute event are you allowing her to?
her seeing shadow people
folk.
coming in.
Pointy nose, robe, and cloaky dog people.
Okay, so she stops what she's doing. The tray clangs to the table. She sits down in her chair and starts crying in her hands.
Alright, this is going to take a little bit more than a single touch.
Well, talk to Uncle Cog. What's the matter?
She's not a child.
I'm much older than all of you.
There.
Give me a diplomacy check, Cog.
Ooh, Cog has not done this before very well.
Talk to Uncle Cog.
Diplomat. Diplomat. 16.
You have no modifier.
17.
And you're a hero, so if you're wearing your
19.
19.
Oh. Does it have to be
Prasa,
Who is Prasa?
my husband,
Did they do something to him?
they killed him.
When was this?
A few years ago.
How long have they been coming?
For some time. Could be years before we bought this place about 5 years ago. We think they were here and never left.
Might we look around?
Prasa, I think, poked around and found something. They killed him and told me not to say anything if I remembered. That's what happened to him.
Nothing will happen to you.
They said they would send Prasa after me, his ghost. His shadow ghost.
His shadow still exists.
I think I see him.
We need to take him to the old man. We need to take her to the old man.
Yeah, I think we do.
So when do we expect them to come? How long ago was this last spell cast? That's what we need to figure out. Do you remember when it was?
Brennos is going to... This is the basement, the cellar.
Yep.
Brennos is going to check the cellar.
Yeah, Cog's gonna come with you.
Barnabus is just going to try and console the lady and
Yeah.
try to squeeze her for whatever information she has.
There's a well-run, well-worn kitchen with some bubbling broth, the bones of.
Okay. We'll detect evil to see if, just in case there's a ghost hiding somewhere or a shadow.
How many feet of stone does that go through?
3 feet.
Okay.
How thick are the walls?
All right, so you scan. You don't sense any evil from this area. There's a kitchen, some prep tables, and then there's a larder in the back, full of very simple ingredients.
Okay. Is this a door?
This is a door.
And this door's open?
That door is open. This door is closed.
Okay, we'll check here first.
Looks clear. Do your magic thing. Cog's lunging. Just FYI.
just doing stretches as he looks.
He's lunged. There we go.
Warrior 1.
Good for the
Warrior
calves.
2. Warrior 3. Warrior 1.
Do you guys need any help down there?
Haven't found
Just
anything yet.
Just making sure everything's clear.
Give me a. I'll roll the perception. Perception. Grimstone Chronicles North.
Yeah, I see him. Maybe.
All right, Brennos. You do see a what looks like a loose board behind one of the shelves, kind of in the corner here.
Okay.
Found something.
Stash, hidey hole, something. Well,
You move this big jar of pickled eggs and some old cans that weren't being used because they're too rusted. And by the amount of dust and scrapes, it looks like somebody does this on a regular basis. Like they dig around in this dirty little hole kind of at the edge of the room.
yep.
A forgotten place to all but one, or some. And then there's this loose board that you're able to shiv the board off to the side, and there's just a natural, like maybe some water came through a long time ago, and there's a bit of like eaten away part of the concrete, and there's a little cache, and you see stuff in the cache.
Okay. Well, things. He's still looking big. He wants to, before going through the stuff, he wants to make certain that like there's no other horrible evil ghost things in the basement, right?
Yep.
So he'll let Cog go through what's in the cache. He'll
Sure.
and he'll head towards the other door.
Sure.
'Cause-
Okay. So Cog, you find a pouch of gold,
Okay.
100 gold pieces, and you find a mason jar that looks like the mason jars in this room, but the mason jar is full of shadowy looking bullets.
Bastards.
There's about 24 of them in this jar.
Enough to turn Brennos into a shadow. Don't shoot me, bro.
Add that to the slush fund. I'll give that 100 to what's his face. Barnabus. Actually, he's gonna leave it there.
Okay, you also find 3 potions, nay, poisons,
Alchemist. Yeah.
and you're an alchemist, so I think you can. What's your craft alchemy?
20, 30, I think.
This is enhanced knockout poison.
30.
It's on a little bandolier. There should have been 5 vials, but there's only 3 left. Enhanced, it's drow knockout poison, but there's nothing tying it to drow specifically.
Got
It's
it.
plus 2 DC drow knockout poison.
He will leave the stuff there for now.
Okay.
Let's see what the plan is.
It's through this door to the south.
Is it just called drow poison? Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
I think so, yeah.
I believe it's called drow sleep poison. Or drow
It's just
poison.
called
I know
drow
the book.
poison. Yeah, but I'm sure that without drow, you still are able to produce.
There's still a
poison.
sleep poison.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere.
All right, Brennos. This door, it's old. It looks like rats may have chewed away at the bottom of it. There's a space under the door. You look in. There's a broom and a kind of a dustpan near the door. Like maybe they kind of just scrape dust inside. Open the door. Just opens up into a tunnel that looks like somebody started a long time ago chipping away at. There's still some natural rock that has fallen, and it may be used as a root cellar because it's underground. There are a couple of bags of eyeing potatoes that are shoved off to the side just inside the door. A few rat traps that are strewn off to the sides.
This would be where I start to go, hey Adam, how come you didn't take any ranks in spellcraft? Because I hit things with a stick. Okay, I understand now.
I'm just going to take a peek at Brennos' sheet for a second. I need to look for something.
I do have stone cunning if that's the thing you're looking for.
I left the things back as they are.
Okay.
We'll see what the next move is.
Give me a perception check with a +2, Brennos.
It's fucking weird
Ooh.
down here.
What's in here?
35.
Brennos, there are strange striations in the rock that you've seen before when magic interacts with stone. And I'll draw it in a different...
Fancy pants. Fancy pants, I found something.
I'll be back in a moment. What have you got?
Cog's gonna stay up here.
It's roughly oval shape and goes to the floor, and it's about the size of a manhole.
Magic rock. He flicks a pebble at it.
Detect magic, or
Yeah, well, Brenno's standing in front of you. You're getting all
I'm very
Brenno's
magical.
yeah.
Let
me.
Is there room for me to be
Yeah,
on this side or no?
you climb up onto the rocks a little bit, you shift, and then you
Oh yeah, I don't want him to be eaten by whatever comes, like Earth Elemental of Doom comes out of here and punches Barnabus in the.
Cog sends Aemon down the. Cog will stand out here. Send Aemon down.
All right, Barnabas will examine the stone. Detect
This is
magic.
hole shaped.
The grayer area and the stuff with the slight striations is radiating uniformly. Transmutation magic. It's minor.
Spellcraft.
Yeah, you can step forward and try to. First, give me a perception check versus traps,
Plus.
because you've got trap spotter, right?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Give me your spellcraft.
What's your next character, by the way?
Barnabus.
Barnabas.
Is the photos flipped on the other side?
He has the equivalent of a 40 wisdom.
Polly can help. 49.
Spellcraft?
Yeah.
Okay, this particular emanation is somebody crafted basically a stone shape that is activated by a command word. The stone shape is in shadow magic, and activating it will be like activating a shadow magic item, and you'll take wisdom damage.
Oh.
If you're not a shadow caster, that is. If you're not,
Yeah.
if you're not a weave caster or a resident of the shadow plane.
Now, emulate class power.
That's interesting. Emulate
Yeah.
shadow magic caster. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Seems like a really hard DC.
Emulate alignment, emulate a race, emulate a class feature, emulate ability score.
Emulator. I don't know what that is.
Emulated dragon.
Well, it'd be like, if we're being really weenie, it's a class feature of a shadow cast.
Caster.
But there is no class feature for it, right? There's no class that gets that for free.
It'd be like saying emulate feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This might be like a DC 40 use magic device.
Yeah, that's.
Come on, you can do it.
I really can't.
He knows his limits.
Emulate a race. Give me a second.
Race is 25. I just don't know if a race.
No,
has that.
emulate. Shadow magic is normally usually 5 higher, and certain creatures could, by virtue of where they were born. I'll say DC 30. That seems fair.
30?
30. So you identified it. You know the command word, and you also learned Shadow Tongue. The command word is in Shadow Tongue.
Okay.
You hear Amsa coming down. What are you doing down in my kitchen?
We found some terrible, vile magic.
You need to get out of here.
Do you know when they're coming?
Don't go in there.
Don't worry.
No, you don't understand. Don't go in there.
Why? What's in there?
We mustn't be in here. And she's actually trying to pull Barnabus out. Aemon just pushes her to the ground.
Umsa, pray to Berenar. We'll be
Yeah.
alright.
There is a
Cog
saying.
comes in, extends his arms.
There is a saying among humans that evil cannot succeed unless good men do nothing. Let us do something.
Cog looks in like,
Barnabus is behind the woman's back,
well,
going like,
She keeps on repeating, "Don't go in there." And with your 50 from before, you're pretty sure that one of the charms that she has on
Just
her
don't go in there.
is "Don't go in there."
The don't go in there charm.
She's trying to convince you not to go in there. She's trying to get past Aemon to tell Brennos not to go in there.
Alright, I'm gonna open it up.
okay, can I stand in front of you? Cog asks. Is it safe over here? Shit, is it safe for Brennos over there?
I don't know if it's safe for anyone. Brennos, you might want to get out.
Yeah, Cog will... Yep, Cog will go defensive.
So what we have here is a stone shape that's activated by a command word. It is shadow magic. Spoken, the
I've got
command
an
word
axe.
is...
My axe will shape stone real quick.
Okay, there's likely, if they went through this much trouble, there's a good chance there's a trap. Would you prefer I check for traps first, if you're going to go and do that?
Certainly. Please. If you'd kindly.
I'm sorry, I'm just remembering another hypnotic suggestion from a video game that if you'd kindly.
So am I.
Cog's trying to get from her... Do you know when they come back? How often do they come? When was the last time they came?
Why?
She's sobbing like crazy, or she's not? He's trying to figure out when they're coming back.
She's currently compulsed to have us not do the things we're doing. I'm trying to find like the... I'm trying to find the most like appropriate Sleepy Bobos method that Brennos has. Like the most gentle Sleepy Bobos. It's like I'd need an Amadeus to Sleepy Bobos.
Well, Cog can knock her out if that's what you're...
Well, so Brennos also has improved unarmed strike. He could. He could.
You don't want her to AOO you.
She can't AO me. I've improved unarmed strike.
Even
but-
if you didn't, what the fuck she can do?
Well,
Brennos comes back with a black eye.
yeah, with the black eye and missing tooth.
She's a lot
Surprisingly
tougher
quick.
than you think.
She might have been compulsed to forget she's a 20th level warrior.
Ass handed to you by the lady with the roll.
By the mega monk.
Alright, Barnabus is going to look for traps if they've gone through a lot of work here. So.
Okay.
What is my new score? Perception versus traps 30. Polly can't help because she doesn't have the class feature. Alright.
Does room 3 have a lock on the door?
No.
Okay.
But there's heavy enough furniture that you could push it in front of the door if you wanted.
I think we're going to stick upside here.
Okay. Don't go in there.
And we're going to barricade that door.
Okay.
35.
Yes, there is a trap. You see that a wall of shadows will flare up when the aperture is open.
Okay, can it be disarmed?
Yes. The DC of this would be... You're a weave caster. 32.
Okay, I take 1 and get 43.
Alright, so Barnabus goes over and chisels away a little bit of, like,
where he sees some runes
To
of
reset
magic.
it? Or destroy?
Oh, no, we'll destroy, I think.
Barnabas, there are other things behind here in this other room. I left them the way they are. How do we want to handle this?
I kind of want to see what's behind here before we decide to go destroying anything, so he's going to set it so it can be
They're
reset.
torturing the woman. They're torturing the landlady. We're not leaving this place as it is.
The point is not to kill them. The point is to find out where they go.
I think we might have fucking found it.
If I find the people that tortured the landlady, they might have an accident on the way.
Alright then. If we are going, nuts to the cobblestone on this, you want to get the others.
What's through the hole?
I think we could just handle this because it'd be very embarrassing if, there's a couple of squirrels or something.
I could not tell you. It could be a small cache of who knows what. It could be the portal we are looking for.
If it's a portal, we'll get the others.
Fine. Reset.
Okay, so you put in a couple of pins and a smear here and a smear there, and you're able to reset the trap. You're pretty sure that the trap is mimicking a wall of darkness spell that would make it hard for anyone without dark vision to see through, as well as make you tired if you failed your save passing through.
Okay.
Yeah, make it very tired. That will certainly
Suck. That'll suck.
Yep.
It saps the strength of those that walk through.
Alright.
This is the whole did you worship Bernard today? No. Well, you get punished.
Oh, yeah.
You're
what
screwed.
god did you pray to yesterday?
Klingadin, because we were going to a war thing about
go to get
bravery and war.
Yeah, okay, alright.
Yeah, so it's yeah.
Chaos and good?
No, Klingadin is a lawful good god. I think.
I swore he
Dude.
was chaotic.
Klingadin is lawful good. Klingadin Silverbeard.
Nice.
To try to balance out that chaos and evil. God. So, taint and my taint.
Alright. You felt good about this decision this morning. You don't know why, but it just felt good to...
So my short list was actually Klingadin or Bernard, which is really funny, because if I had been worshipping Bernard, that would have been just poetic.
prophetic almost.
Prophetic. Additionally, she has a power where I could remove the fatigue after going through the wall of Get Tired Sun.
Oh, that's a handy power for a barbarian.
Alright, so Barnabas has played with the trap. You still have the door to activate.
Oh, okay, yeah, he'll activate that.
Okay, so you walk forward and command where the door. Are you trying to use magic device to...
You want to try your axe? I'll let you try your axe if you want to feeling like smashing something.
Then what's the point of resetting the trap, my friend?
Yeah, fair enough.
Let's try to do it
the other side?
Let's
Alright.
try to do it the way they do.
Polly is going to aid me. This is not guaranteed,
Do you need help?
but he got a 45.
Guess not. Guess not.
Don't be a dumbass.
Thanks.
Cog could auto aid you.
Okay, yeah, next time.
Use magic device.
Yeah. No, disable device.
No,
Oh,
use
use
magic
magic.
device.
Oh, just can't do shit for you.
1d3... Okay, so 45. So you are able to...
Look at me, I'm a shadow man.
Yeah.
Someone on the other side's going, Steve's here. It's not like Steve. Shadow Steve. He's
You're
my
able
best friend.
you're able to trick the item into thinking that you're a weave caster, and it pops and fizzles a little bit, and you stand back from it, and the stone just simply shifts off to the side, revealing a long, snaky chamber. There is a bit of a moldy smell from this chamber.
How long does this stay open?